Americans looking forward to meeting your new neighbours? Let's get to know one of them.
¡No, mamá huevitos que me vieron en el Walmart!
Seems like a nice guy.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States.
And remember, they're just here to do the jobs that Americans don't want to do.
Venezuelan migrant bragged about living off of U.S. taxpayer money.
Confieso que a mí no me gusta trabajar porque me da alergia. Vivo de los taxes que usted paga al mes.
Oh, not here to do any kind of job at all then.
Que me da alergia.
Who knew bone idle laziness was an allergy? Meet Venezuelan migrant influencer Lionel Moreno, who uses his 500,000 follower platform on TikTok to advertise the Biden administration's open border to all his mates back home.
Y es totalmente falso que las fronteras están cerradas. Las fronteras están abiertas. Capichi, para todas esas personas, muchachos.
When this happened in New York,
an undercover female security guard stops 3 teenage boys who are migrants after police say they were seen shoplifting in the JD Sports Store in Times Square. She takes their bag, and then the 15-year-old wearing all white pulls out a .45 caliber gun from a fanny pack and fires a shot at her. The bullet hitting a tourist from Brazil who was shopping. Surveillance video also shows the suspect then firing wildly at a police officer.
Lionel's reaction was interesting.
Necesitamos pagar la fianza. Pichi, que hoy cometió un error inocentemente. Porque es un niño de tan solo 15 años.
We all make mistakes. I mean, who hasn't illegally invaded a country, robbed a store, then shot a security guard and a police officer? We've all been there. I invite you to find his mother and for all of us to unite to pay the fine so that the young Venezuelan feels that he's not alone during difficult moments. Remember that up there, there's a God who sees everything down here. He's a man of God. Like I said, nice guy.
Sé que estoy necesitado.
But America's a country of immigrants. Nothing's really changed. Your new neighbours then.
Meeting our neighbors, making friends with the people we'd be living close to, probably for the rest of our lives.
Your new neighbours now. You might get the opportunity to meet Lionel sooner than you think when he invades your house.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States.
Backed to the hilt by legalised anarcho-tyranny.
Ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla. Capichi, invadir casas abandonadas. Ya que me he buscado unos códigos con mis amigos africanos y me dijeron que ya llevan como 7 casas expropiadas.
Looks like his African mates just invited all their friends round. Hope you have a spare cup of sugar to hand because Lionel's gonna need some help settling in.
Y creo que ese será mi próximo negocio.
Many Americans in big cities have been left defenseless, and this is worsened by the behaviour of the 3-letter agencies, which seem to have been weaponized against the American people. The IRS, the Department of Veterans Affairs, are amassing weapons and ammunition, and even the US Postal Service has a tactical team. Seems like there's more deadly force trained against Americans than that used to protect the border. Now let me tell you about NMN. This isn't just any supplement, it's a game changer. A recent Harvard study showed that NMN can help reduce weight, cholesterol, and even blood pressure in overweight adults. This thing's been dubbed the limitless pill and can take 10 to 20 years off you. It's like the fountain of youth in a bottle. FDA, they're trying to take it away from you. Why? Because a healthy, strong population is harder to control. They want to reclassify NMN as a drug, cornering the market for the pharmaceutical industry and taking it away from you. Now, this stuff isn't cheap for a reason. But for this video, Black Forest Supplements has agreed to an amazing 25% off 48-hour special deal. I wanted my viewers to have a chance to get their hands on a supply of NMN before it's too late, before any potential restrictions come into effect. In times like these, we need to be vigilant, we need to be prepared, and most importantly, we need to take control of our health, because if we don't, they will. That's why I urge you to check out the link in the description box down below and grab some NMN for yourself. It's November 5th, the big day. Let's cross live to the El Paso voting center.
And the wave still continues. It's not going to stop. Nor should we want it to stop.
The benefits are endless.
It's one of the things I think we can be most proud of.
The purpose of a system is what it does.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop. Non-stop. Folks like me who are Caucasian of European descent, for the first time, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing.
Looks fantastic, amazing, even great for future Democratic voter recruitment. Just don't call it a replacement.
That's a source of our strength.
They say it's our greatest strength. Really looks like it, don't you think? Over 7.2 million illegals have entered the United States under Biden, an amount greater than the population of 36 states. But don't worry, because the libertarians have come up with a next level genius solution. On the migrants! Because you know what these friendly law-abiding fellas need. AR-15s. Yeah, they're called lolbertarians for a reason. But don't stress, because the Biden administration has it all in hand. That's why Biden and Harris are busy meeting with top experts to solve the crisis. Like the rapper Glorilla.
The idea of them inviting you there in particular, did they talk to you about what they wanted politically? Did they want your endorsement? Did they want you to help people get out the vote?
Hey, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. But, you know, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, talk politics, but I love the president, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody, and at the end of the day got to end.
Okay, glad we've cleared that one up. The bedlam at the border is so out of control. Even CNN is acknowledging it could tip the election for Trump.
Look at where we are today. In a Marquette University Law School poll that was put out last month, look at that advantage that Joe Biden has on, that Donald Trump has on immigration and border security. It's near 30 points. This is a tremendous change that's going on, and it's no wonder that Donald Trump is running on immigration.
Hispanic voters, many of whom actually bothered to arrive there legally, are abandoning the Democrats at historic levels.
If you ask Hispanic voters, who do they trust more on border security and immigration? Overwhelmingly, they trust Donald Trump more by a tremendous margin. Look at that, 49% to 24%. If you look at the polling right now, and an average of polling amongst Hispanic voters, who do they choose in the ballot test? It's barely Biden by about 2 points. It would be the smallest margin for any Democratic candidate among Hispanic voters, basically throughout history since we started polling the gosh darn thing.
But will it be anywhere near enough when those magic postal votes drop at 4 a.m? Please, for God's sake, vote Trump.